while this is being said, let me start. I'm very happy that Aruna has just echoed what we have all been saying. I said yesterday also that we need more of decentralized generation. And from time to time, we have been emphasizing. And I'm happy that Ram Kumar also has quantified that what do we mean by adding 100 gigawatts in terms of 2 trillion units, and which will be 20%. So that is a good summary of what we are trying to do. At the same time, friends, and Aruna, I would like to specifically mention to you that a lot of effort is going on towards saving that land requirement. For instance, I will tell you, about a year ago, and like me, there could be a number of people, at least a few people, I'm sure. I went to the PMO, and I said that in PMO, I don't want to ask you for 20 different things. I will ask for only 2 things. One is volume. If volume is there, business will come, and volume is the need of the country as far as solar is concerned. And second, I said that we must learn something from Germany, which has 85% rooftop. So we should have a large proportion of rooftop. And eventually, as we know, that large proportion of rooftop has come. So that is 40 gigawatts. And Aruna, you should note that 40% land requirement has gone down just by that decision. And now it is our work to see that decentralized really happens. And let me also mention to you one thing which happened just about a week ago. The new Gujarat policy came, which was awaited for a long time. There is a great emphasis on decentralized. The first policy of Gujarat was, as you know, big utility and megawatt projects. But now it is the decentralized project. And in the policy, he has protected the DISCOMs as well, which is a very, very good news. Anyway, let me run through some of the slides which are already known, which I will skip. So RE overview is already known. That is the overall. So Indian power sector, we know that how much is thermal and how much is renewable. 36 already pointed out by my earlier speakers. And this renewable energy sector, the present scenario, as we know, 65% is through wind, and solar is now 11%, which was just about a year ago 8%. So you can see the kind of growth that is taking place in solar. Wind energy also is doing well, and let us mark one thing, that wind is a mature technology in India. It started 30 years ago. When I was working in GIIC, the first 1 megawatt at Mandavi that was put up, that was 1985. Anyway, so India is thus the 5th largest wind power producer. So I'm coming straight to what we are trying to do. If we compare ourselves with the world, Germany is the leader, 35 gigawatts, and we want to put up 3 times as much in the next 7 years. So that is the magnitude of the task which possibly Aruna again was mentioning. And we are all very much there in the midst of that. So, you know, this slide lists the first 10 people in solar, 10 countries. India is not there. But soon, India at least will be on the 10th position. And people are looking at India that way.
Pranav ji,
so this is the growth. Yeah, I'm coming straight to our recommendations. Okay? This is the important slide, that if you want to mainstream the industry, you have to have a dialogue with the DISCOMs. And 3 years ago, I have been made a member of the grid committee of Gujarat by the Gujarat regulator. Dr. Mishra was there at that time. And unless we interact with the DISCOMs, we are not going to achieve mainstream. We have to understand what problems are there with DISCOMs. And we are also, as National Federation, trying to arrange such a dialogue, and we'll invite all of you. These things also, quickly I'll run through, but more importantly, this RPO, which is speaker after speaker, everybody is saying. So, and we have been saying that from day one, that RPO enforcement is a must. You may have any excuse for not implementing or enforcing RPO. My reply to that is, if you don't want to enforce RPO, okay, keep on giving fossil fuel subsidy to the extent of 175,000 crores. We have money to give free Manrega, but we don't have money to pay for your electricity. Then REC bankability is important, and only last point I will mention, you can rest, can be read. Unless the interest subvention of 6% is given from the National Clean Energy Fund or whatever fund, we just cannot compete with the rest of the world. If the rest of the world is paying 3% or 4% and I keep on paying 12%, I just cannot compete. So, and yes, one more important is large deployment of micro and mini grids, which I have been mentioning since yesterday, so that otherwise in this solar park and ultra mega, you will be feeding the same solar to the inefficient grid distribution. So these are our wish lists. I am not going into more of that. But I would like to surely mention this slide, that आज सुबह बात हो रही थी कि तोड़ना और जोड़ना, ये नेशनल सोलर फेडरेशन में हमने सबको जोड़ा है, जिसके अंदर में मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी है, डेवलपर्स भी है, ईपीसी भी है, छोटे भी हैं, बड़े भी हैं, पशुपति is also there, and my own KJ Shah of Zodiac Energy is also there. So we are jointly trying to address the national issues on solar energy. We have prepared a platform for that.
Thank you, Pranav ji.